What is up, everyone? This is Jordan Ballard with Shoot Your Shot Sports, bringing you my new segment, Prop, Lock, and Drop It, where I'll be discussing some of my favorite prop bets for the upcoming weekend, most specifically this NFL Conference Championship weekend, where we finally get to see Rodgers and Brady battle it out to go to the Super Bowl. So let's dive right in here, guys. A lot of action this weekend, a lot of bets you can make. I'm seeing a lot of options across every platform. They're trying to tease us. They're trying to give us all these boosters and promotions. But there's a few bets that are I don't want to say sure things, but as close as I can come to locks. My favorite bet being this Davante Adams first touchdown. The guy's done it 8 times this year. What I've seen through these playoffs is these teams have really focused on going to their top receiver when it comes down to that first score. Most teams have their first 5 red zone plays schemed out and practiced and planned. So that's going to be your best bet of getting that bet in. You saw what Davante Adams was able to do against Jalen Ramsey last week. So what we can expect, again, he's going to do it again. It's plus 525. It's the easiest bet you can make all weekend to really boost that account balance. A couple other locks I like in that Green Bay game. I do like the Mike Evans under 63.5 yards at minus 115. Since he's hyperextended that knee, he hasn't been able to really get down the field. I'm expecting, with Antonio Brown out, I'm expecting to see Jair Alexander follow Mike Evans around all day long. Jair Alexander has been a lockdown corner this year. It's been a really big reason that Packers defense has really pushed the issue of being a top defense, this back half of the season. So again, Mike Evans, 63.5 yards. Hitting the under all day. It's one of my locks in this game. My other lock is the Tom Brady QB pass attempts under of 39.5. Again, that's another minus 115. I just don't see Tom Brady throwing the ball 40 times. That Tampa Bay offense has been running the ball pretty well. You got Fournette, you got Ronald Jones, both looking pretty good. And again, this Packers defense isn't giving up a ton of big plays. So I see, the clock is going to stay moving. I love the under on this game. And unless the Packers are able to get out to some sizable lead, I just don't foresee Tom Brady throwing the ball 40 times. That's not the game plan they're going to want. That's not the game plan they're coming in with. They're coming in with, hey, we're going to hand the ball to Ronald Jones. We're going to hand the ball to Leonard Fournette. And hey, we need, Tom Brady's going to keep the chains moving, but he's not going to be our primary focus today. That's how they're going to beat this Packers team, keeping Aaron Rodgers off the field. And in order to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, they're going to need to run the ball, going to need to keep the clock moving. My long shot of the weekend, or of this game, the it could happen bet, is one that actually has happened back in week 6. This is a week 6 rematch where the Bucks, destroyed the Packers down in Tampa, 30 to 10. Again, there's your under, 40 points, 30 to 10. So the bet I like, the long shot this weekend that could really boost the account is Tom Brady over 275 passing yards, and the Bucks winning by more than 14 points. That's a plus 900 right now. A $5 bet nets you $50. So in something that has happened, I love the odds on that one. And do I think that's something that is going to happen? Probably not. But with the odds like that at plus 900, I'm taking a shot on that all day long. And we'll see what happens. Again, I'm expecting a close game. I'm expecting to see a lot out of these running backs on both sides. A.J. Dillon touched the ball the first drive last week. Jamal Williams touched the ball first drive last week. Aaron Jones touched the ball first drive last week. Same thing on the Tampa Bay side. Fournette, Ronald Jones. I fully expect, with a little bit of snow, a little bit of cold weather up there in Green Bay here in January, that we're going to see more running than we expected. Not to say that Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers is a smokescreen, but people forget that, hey, most of those great teams that Brady had, that Rodgers had, those guys can run the football. So if they want to win this game, they're going to need to keep the other quarterback off the field. It's going to come down to the run game. which is why I just don't foresee Tom Brady throwing the ball 40 times. If he does, hey, they got me there. Bouncing over to the AFC Championship game where we get to see the future of the NFL on display. We got Josh Allen, who's playing at an MVP level. We got the MVP, Patrick Mahomes, playing at the highest level. Mahomes is going to go, fresh off the concussion last week, has passed protocol. Everybody expected it. The books expected it. The lines expected it. The props expected it. So it's no surprise. Patrick Mahomes will be there to go, and we wouldn't want it any other way. Even Chiefs fans, they want to see Mahomes go up against Josh Allen. I mean, the Bills fans. Bills fans want to see Mahomes out there. Of course, the Chiefs fans want to see Mahomes out there. But the Bills want to see their team go up against Patrick Mahomes and the defending champion Chiefs. So, lockdown package in that game. Last I checked weather forecast, we're looking at pretty moderate day, but we could potentially see some rain. I don't think that affects it too much. It could soften the field. What it does do is I think it cuts back on the big play. And so I'll dive into that here in a second when I talk about my it could happen bet. Again, my favorite bet from that in this second game, going back to the first touchdown, Stephon Diggs did it last week. He's been on a hot streak. He's the best target that Josh Allen has. They're gonna be, it's just like basketball. Their first time to hit the red zone, they're going to go out there and they're going to have a play designed to get Stephon Diggs the ball in the end zone. I like Stephon Diggs' first touchdown because Patrick Mahomes, he hasn't practiced all week. Coming off a concussion, even if the Chiefs do get the ball, I see that first drive as being a tad slow. Mahomes didn't practice all week, didn't play the back end of last week. Bills are going to come in fired up. First conference championship since 94, 95. So, hey, I like the Bills getting on the board first. I don't see it going, again, it could go to a Cole Beasley. It could go to a John Brown. Could go to a Dawson Knox. Throw $1, throw a $2, get some long shot going. But if you want to put $20 down, plus 850, Stephon Diggs, first touchdown, it's going to make that account real happy. My locks, both of my locks are focused around Devin Singletary. I haven't missed a Devin Singletary bet in 5 weeks. Devin Singletary has hit the over of receiving yards 5 weeks in a row. This week it's low, 19.5. Not sure why it's so low because they can't run the ball there in Buffalo, but I'm taking the Devin Singletary over 19.5 receiving yards. He's done it 5 weeks. He's had at least 20 yards receiving 5 weeks in a row. Last week he saw 7 targets out of the backfield. It's almost too easy. On the flip side of that, we got Devin Singletary at 39.5 rushing yards. I'm hammering the under. The Buffalo Bills cannot run the football. In order for Devin Singletary to get 40 yards rushing, he's going to have to carry the ball 15 times based on his current averages. I do not see the Buffalo Bills handing the ball 15 times. The only thing that beats us is that Chiefs defense giving up a long run. Again, that Chiefs front seven has been playing excellent, so again, don't see that happening. I'm rolling with Devin Singletary, over receiving yards, under rushing yards, minus 115 both. Those are my locks in that game. I'm parlaying them, and I'm taking the money to the bank, backing the Brinks truck up. After that, my famous it could happen. The alternate total here. You come into this game on paper, you see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. All you can think is points, ball in the air, ball in the air, ball in the air. Guys, these guys, again, another rematch from Week 16. That was a 27 to 16 matchup, or 26 to 17 matchup. 43 points. I want to say the over this week is in the 50s. I haven't even looked because I don't like it. I'm hammering the alternate under of 40.5. I see this being a 23-17 game either direction. Both defenses are playing pretty darn well. I see the clock will continue to run. Yes, neither team is a rushing team per se. But the Chiefs, they've found a little bit of a groove here. They get CEH back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They got Darrell Williams looking pretty good. The Chiefs will keep the clock moving. They want to keep Josh Allen on the sidelines. Again, these are two, just like the NFC game, We got two of the best in the conference going up against each other. They want to keep these quarterbacks off the field. Another thing is I don't expect a ton of, this is going to be a pretty efficient game. And when that happens, the clock stays moving. With good quarterbacks, you don't see a ton of incompletion. So whether or not they are able to run the ball, Chad Dayball, Eric Bieniemy are going to be able to get those 4 or 5 yards just like rush plays. We got two of the best offensive coordinators in football. So I like this under in this game. I see the clock moving. I see long drives with potentially soggy field. That takes away 1, 2, maybe big plays. We also got some live legs. Bass and Butker can both kick 50 plus yards. So they're not going to be, with the quarterback they have on each sideline, they're not going to be afraid to kick field goals. It's not like a team, most teams coming up against the Chiefs, when you get into that red zone, when you have to determine, are we going to go for it? Are we going to kick this long field goal? The Bills have Josh Allen. Josh Allen can do damage. So they're going to want to put the points on the board. Same thing with the Chiefs. They don't play a ton of teams like the Bills that can really push the ball down the field. Again, both have solid, pretty solid red zone defenses. So it could happen long shot is ultimate point total 40.5 plus 450. I'm hammering that. I see this as being a lower scoring game than expected. Now, if it comes out and it's a high scoring game, I'm gonna be happier than hell because I love fireworks. But the gambler inside of me, the smart bet, I'm run plus 450. Hoping it pushes that account up a little bit more so we can have as much fun as we can next weekend for the Super Bowl, guys. 2 weeks now for the Super Bowl. Hey, that's my locks for the week. My prop, lock, and drop it. If you want to see my full list, I got about 20 bets that I like in each of these games. Reach out to us, DM me, DM Shoot Your Shot Sports. We'll send you the weekly tip sheet. If you want to be a member of the if you want to get it weekly, please reach out to us. We'll add you to the mailing list. And yeah, hey guys, happy gambling. Look forward to catching up with you guys in 2 weeks when we talk Super Bowl. Tampa. Can't wait. Peace.